Hey, you guys. Sorry for the wait. I'm really not having good luck with my audio this evening. I hope it sounds okay. But hey, Chris. Hey, Lady V. Cement Shoes. West Virginia Holler Girl. Dave G. Hey, let's see. Violet. Margot. Pointer Lover. Tisha. Dave. Nady. Punksy. Jay. You guys. Oh my gosh. Sherry, what a day it's been for me, even before this. I'm so exhausted. I've been packing stuff since 8 a.m. And then I took the kids out to Hobby Lobby and TJ Maxx. And then I heard about this and I had to come talk to you guys about it. There's no way. So here we are. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just sick and tired. I have a little bit of a cold. But I think most of it is just exhaustion. Like, I felt great all day. And now as the evening's winding down, like, my muscles are kind of sore. I think I've just worked myself, like, super hard. Yes. I'm the wax maker. Okay, so I want to show you guys some of this. This is absolutely, I don't even know how to feel. I'm glad that I'm so happy they found him. Because we were told... I can't even say it out loud, you guys. Well, I took it off the screen because it's just so sad and hard to see. But we were kept being told, it's so hard to find someone in a landfill, and the chances are this and that. And I'm so thankful they found him. So, yep, absolutely. I'm exhausted and sick, Margot. I got a little bit of a cold too. But I'm okay. I'm doing pretty good. I'm better now to hang out with you guys. Okay, so let me show you guys some of this. I've watched it. I didn't finish the press conference though, but I thought we can just watch through it together and hang out for a little bit. I definitely had to come talk to you guys about this. Honestly, I felt kind of shocked and almost like, is this reality? Until I saw the video of Leilani being arrested or taken into the jail. And then I just got angry. You know what I mean? Just so angry. So, and now, I don't know. But let's check it out. Let me see. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Oops. Okay, so I really liked this last video I sent myself.
So I just got this candle from Hotel.
And I know it's going to echo because my audio is a mess tonight, so I'm going to have to mute. Hey, Lady 7-Up. Oh, my gosh, Tisha. I mean, you can tell. And even with Chief Hadley, and he's been torn apart. This man has been, the accusations and the things that were said about him because he didn't arrest her yet. And no, they had to wait. They were trying to wait to find him. And look, as soon as they knew that you guys will see. They did. I think that they're doing a great job. I really, really do. Me too, Chemistry Queen. I'm shocked too. Oh my gosh, Kay. In the cold UK. It's cold here too. Okay, I'm going to mute.
The Chatham County Police Department
announcing the arrest of Quinton Simon's mother, Leilani Simon, and charging her with murder.
The Chatham County Police Department held a media conference less than an hour ago. Our Olivia Wild joins us now live from the Chatham County Police Department. Olivia, what more can you tell us?
Shannon, good evening. Chief Hadley was visibly emotional while talking with us about the arrest of 22-year-old Leilani Simon, the mother of 20-month-old Quinton Simon, who went missing back in October. Most notably, they revealed they found remains in the landfill. The FBI could not specify if they were human remains. They did emphasize that. They are being sent to a testing lab in Virginia to see if, one, they're human, and two, if the DNA on them do belong to Quinton. Now, when it comes to
Okay, so I do really like this reporter. There's one thing I'm confused about. Maybe you guys can help me. They said that they waited to arrest her, and I think it might be in this video or the next one. There's a couple things I wanted to show you guys, but they said they waited to arrest her until they got results back today. That's what I thought, Tisha. Okay. I know, Margot. It's awful. Hey, Crime Sleuthin'. Well, you know, it was weird. This morning they posted a thing saying they were going to take a break for Thanksgiving week and then go back to it next week. So I don't know. I guess they were waiting for those results. That's a little bit confusing, but yes, confirmed him. Okay.
other people involved in this case, the chief said that Billy Joe, the grandmother, has been ruled out. They do not plan on making any arrests. When it comes to why they decided to arrest Leilani today, here's what he had to say.
We had every belief that Quinton was there in the landfill. Having found what we found on Friday and the preliminary findings from the FBI that we got today led us to make an arrest today.
The preliminary findings that they got today. Not sure what that means. Hey, Rena, it was confirmed they were human and they are waiting on DNA. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you, Punksy. And hey, Tia. And Gold Girl Rodriguez, her mother doesn't want her at her house. She drove her to law enforcement. Well, you know what? I want you guys to just, it's the holidays. And I don't mind if you voice your opinion about anybody involved. But I just want to keep it pretty respectful to anyone, like, besides her, because I think they're probably just going through it right now, you know, and it just, it's very sad. And there's, you know, a lot more than just the people that we saw. There's a lot of people affected. Just think about it. Even the neighbors, the family, the friends, the babysitter. I don't know. I just think I want to keep it respectful and, yeah. But that's interesting. She drove her there. Lady V, I don't have an email link, but I can give you my email. Now, it's for where I usually sell my tie-dye, which today, you guys, I found a bunch of hoodies and white sweatpants, and I thought about making some sets. I don't know. Even making just one for myself. Like, I know I could make something really sickening, but I didn't get it. And the reason why I actually had it in my buggy, but the lines were too long. So I was like, screw this. I'm not standing here. The kids didn't want the toys there. They wanted to go to TJ Maxx to look at toys, which we spent way too much money on toys, but, you know, whatever. There's my email in the, oh, thank you, Navy. Hey, Incognito Gypsy. Yeah, she does. I agree. Okay, let's keep watching for a second. But yeah, I do want to keep it respectful. I think, yeah. Angie, yes. Hello, by the way. Good to see you. So, Incognito Gypsy. Yes. They found remains at the landfill. They have been confirmed to be human, which I'm still learning. I've watched, but I'm confused because, like I said, I know they said that they were waiting on results from today. But so I guess they got results that they are human, but they're waiting on DNA. Leilani was arrested and she's in jail. And there's a little video of her going in too, and we're going to watch that. She was just now. Oh my. Let me look while we finish playing this for a second.
And because the remains that were found are not confirmed human, we did ask the chief if he plans to continue that landfill search. He said they have not made a decision either way. Greg, Shannon.
Well, Olivia, there are so many questions surrounding this case. Did the chief talk about a motive?
Shannon, there were limited things that he could answer. He also gave a shout out to us that we had been covering this very strongly. But I do want to say, when asked if he thought this was accidental, he said he couldn't comment. But we did hear him make a very strong statement that he didn't believe Leilani deserved a Thanksgiving. So, a very strong statement. He also said,
Okay, so she was over there. She left rehab and her mom took her to the FBI. Oh my God, I missed it. I've been so busy today. I didn't know Cher was live with her. Oh, I got to check that out. I wonder if there's like, she wasn't up on panel. She had her on speaker. Oh, okay. Thank you, Raina. I had just confirmed at noon that they weren't ending the search December 9th. They would just reassess. Yes, that's what I saw this morning. I'm sure it's him. Yeah, well, I'm sure they have like, regardless, they saw her most likely on video disposing of him in a particular dumpster. They have GPS, so they knew what area to look for him in. It was still a ton of trash though, because we're talking like tons on just one truck. And maybe they saw him in, I don't know, whatever he was in. Maybe there were other things that you could that proved it was him, besides like an official DNA. Also his clothes, his hair, his size. There's many things that I think in the exact area. I mean, I don't know. They found bones. Oh my God, I know. Oh, thank you, Riddler. He was found on Friday. Yep, he was. And then, like, what I see, we're going to watch it, but when I was watching the press conference, he said that they waited until they got results today, like his results from the FBI. And then they just said something about a preliminary report, but I'll keep playing it and we'll just hear it. They went through 1.4 million pounds of trash so far. Oh my God. That is unbelievable. That's crazy. And the whole time they have people screaming at them, they're not doing their job. Which I've even seen people be like, yes, like we did it. Like we've been pushing for her to be arrested. And it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know. That is a lot, Margot. Hey, Broken Justice. It does cray. It smells disgusting. And then, like, what you're exposed to, oh my God, that would just make me crazy inside. Like, thinking about, oh my God, yeah. He wouldn't say what all they found, but did say bones. So I just wonder what else was around him. Yeah, like clothes or what he was, I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. Ugh. Hey, Teresa. I know it's sad but good. Like, I don't know. I'm going through a range of emotions, I'll be honest, between shocked, sad, mad. Thank you, Rena. I don't have a sore throat, but I got a little bit of a cold and I've been working my butt off since like 8 a.m. packing. And which I cannot believe all the stuff we accumulated. I mean, we are throwing away a lot of stuff just because we don't have the room for it anymore. And I swear, when you have less stuff, like if you buy nice stuff and less, like nicer stuff and less of it, if you get what I'm saying, I don't know, it's less to clean up. It helps my anxiety. I don't have to deal with, I don't know, so much crap everywhere. I can't stand clutter. So, okay, let me stop. I'm going to keep listening to this, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll probably have a million comments after they're like, keep going, which we do have to pause for fair use, to be fair, but it is heartbreaking. chat jumped on me.
Says they have a lot of evidence to prove the charges brought forward against her. Shannon.
All right, thanks so much. Still a lot of unanswered questions we will be answering for people. It's been weeks since Quinton Simon went missing, so let's get you up to speed on what led up to his disappearance.
Look at that baby. I mean, oh my God. That is just, oh my God. It's just so beyond frustrating. That's what I'm saying. It just makes me so mad. I don't understand, you guys, but.
Let's get you up to speed on what led up to his disappearance and what's happened since then. Over the last few months, hundreds of law enforcement officers have searched for 22-month-old Quinton Simon. October 5th is when Quinton was first reported missing. 5 days later, police said there could be a criminal element to the case. Now, in the days after, FBI agents and investigators canvassed his home, even drained the backyard pool. On October 12th, Chatham County Police named Leilani Simon as the prime suspect, but didn't arrest her until today. On October 18th, FBI experts started searching the landfill. Police said they believe someone threw Quinton into a dumpster. Now, for more information on the Quinton Simon case, we've made a detailed timeline on our website that includes arrests, shifts in the investigation, different search areas, analysis from legal experts, and so much more. Just visit our website. That's WJCL.com.
Okay, so she was charged with malice murder, and listen to this. I have it pulled up. Malice murder, this is in the state of Georgia, okay? Malice murder is a criminal offense in the state of Georgia, committed when a homicide is done with express or implied malice. The definition of malice is the intention or desire to do evil or ill will. Neither a malice or felony murder charge in Georgia requires a prosecutor to prove intent to kill, and no evidence of premeditation is required. What? Because this was from an article during the Ahmaud Arbery trials. So it's with evil or ill will, but you don't have to prove premeditation. Interesting. Okay. And now I'm going to pull up the press conference. Dude, my picture on my end looks weird. It's like blue tinted. Is that just my computer? I think. Not an accident. Yep. That's okay, Parker. You can have any opinion you want here. I don't care. You guys can say anything you want. I just don't want like name calling and like really hateful stuff towards anybody except for honestly Leilani. I don't care about that because that's just the way it rolls over here. Sorry. I mean, that's just, if you hurt babies, I don't care. People can say whatever they want about you here. But Georgia at the death penalty. You know what? I would imagine so, but let me look. I wonder if malice murder even does Georgia have. Yes. Has employed capital punishment since, let's see, the death penalty has been a legal penalty in the U.S. state of Georgia. The 3 offenses for which the death penalty can and will be carried out if a court or law deems the crime are treason, aircraft hijacking, and murder. And that's at fairpunishment.org. Georgia says punishable by capital crimes: robbery, rape, horse stealing, aiding. Okay, so that goes back into their history. But yes, they do have it. I know they say Billy Joe took her to the station, but they had found Quinton on Friday. So either way, she was getting arrested today. Yep, I agree. Muffy, yes, they have the death penalty. Oh, thank you, Danny. Awesome. Lethal injection. Oh my God. Multiple charges. Well, I have an article too, but I want to watch, just watch through the press conference with you guys. It's not that long. And it's really I don't know. I don't think everybody's seen it. And it is really moving. I know a lot of people have, but still. Let me see. I'm going to mute that and hold on, you guys. I could not believe it today. I'm still shocked. It's really sad that so close to the holidays. Like I said, it's not really even the respectful thing goes around everybody, including babysitter, including family members, friends, anybody who, except for, like I said, Leilani. But just, it's sad. My boyfriend is a police officer, and he said he thinks she'll get the death penalty. Horse stealing was a really big deal back in the day. If you didn't have a horse to go and hunt and travel, you were screwed. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, before cars and stuff. You know what? I think in the state of West Virginia, if you are in rehab, they can't arrest you until you get out. I'm pretty sure. Now, I don't know about Georgia. Do you guys know anything about that? That's okay, Muffy. I do. That's who I feel most bad for. I do, but yeah. I wouldn't either, Margot. She doesn't deserve it. Like he said, Quinton deserves Thanksgiving. Sorry, but that's just the truth. She supposedly signed herself out today. Well, I also have her old interview. Do you remember where she said, oh my God, I watched this before my life. It made me so mad when she's like, oh, I hope maybe a nice family has him. And that whole thing. Yeah, we are going to pull that up in a second for sure.
Good evening, everybody. Jeff Hadley. I'm the Chief of Police for the Chatham County Police Department. I'm accompanied this evening by Will Clark with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This afternoon, Chatham County Police Department detectives arrested 22-year-old Leilani Simon and charged her with malice murder, concealing the death of another person, false reporting, and making false statements in connection with the disappearance and death of her son.
Would the false reporting and making false statements just be the 911 call, I wonder? Or, because that reminds me of Megan Boswell. There's always been people who have tried to connect those in ways. But, yeah, I'm curious about that. I cannot wait until we get the arrest affidavit or the probable cause affidavit, whatever.
Month-old Quinton Simon. Leilani Simon is being held at the Chatham County Detention Center and is awaiting a bond hearing. We do not anticipate any other arrests in this case. She has been the sole suspect from the beginning. On Friday, our search teams at the Waste Management Landfill found what they believed were human remains. This afternoon, the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia confirmed that they are, in fact, human remains.
Okay, so that news clip we watched was done after the press conference, but they got it wrong. He just said they were confirmed human remains. That's what I thought. That's why the arrest, because later on, he takes questions and someone asks. Oh my God, Evelyn would have been 4. Oh, lips. That case is just, Okay, Lady V, I'll check it as soon as I'm done.
Additional testing, including a DNA analysis, is being conducted, and we have every reason to believe that this will confirm the remains are Quinton's. This is a heartbreaking development for everyone who loved Quinton, for the many people who came to know him after his disappearance, and for our department. When we first received the call that Quinton was missing, we were hopeful that we would find him alive and unharmed. But as we have been telling you for weeks, all of our evidence pointed to his mother being responsible for his death and disappearance, and his remains being found in the landfill. I would like to thank the many people and agencies who worked hard to ensure that Quinton was found, that he would have a proper resting place, and that justice would be served. First and foremost, I want to thank the FBI. We are incredibly grateful for their invaluable assistance. Their expertise, their manpower, resources, and guidance are unmatched and were crucial in our efforts to find Quinton. They were on the scene within 3 hours of Quinton being reported missing and have assisted with every aspect of this investigation. The resources they poured into the landfill search are extraordinary and are the reason that we were able to find Quinton. I can't thank them enough. Chatham County Police Department's Criminal Investigation Division also deserves special recognition. Their devotion to Quinton, to making sure this crime did not go unsolved, is an example of police work at its finest. Our detectives worked tirelessly and were determined to follow every lead and uncover every piece of evidence in this case. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation, Chatham County Sheriff's Office, and Department of Natural Resources all had officers searching the landfill alongside our officers and the FBI. The support of the Chatham County Emergency Management Agency, Chatham Emergency Services, Chatham Occupational Safety and Health, Savannah Police, and Savannah Fire also were invaluable in this massive effort. Finally, I would like to thank the many people who showed their support for our department during this incredibly difficult and important investigation. We appreciate those who kept faith in the system and waited patiently for evidence we needed to make sure Quinton has every opportunity to receive the justice he deserves. At this point, I'd like to turn it over to Will Clark, who has some comments from the FBI.
Good evening. My name is Will Clark. I'm the Senior Supervisory Resident Agent of the Savannah and Brunswick offices of the FBI. 1 month ago, we began this landfill search alongside Chatham County Police Department with one purpose in mind, and that was to find Quinton and to bring him home. On Friday, search crews from the FBI and Chatham County found what we preliminarily believe are partial remains from a human child. Those bones were immediately sent to our lab in Quantico, Virginia. What we preliminarily believe are partial remains from a human child. Those bones were immediately sent to our lab in Quantico, Virginia. Additional testing for potential confirmation is now underway. It could be days before we have final results. What happened to this 20-month-old child is unthinkable. No child should be harmed by anyone, let alone the person in their lives that should be their protector. This investigation does not end here. There is more work to do.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm raging. I'm so mad. I'm going through like these emotions where I'm so sad. As soon as he says, we think that we found partial human remains, heartbreaking. And then I don't know, and then you just get so angry. Like, he's right. No child deserves to be hurt by the person who's supposed to protect them. That's bullshit. I don't care about your drug problems. I don't care about your mental illness. None of it. None of it is excuse. It's just not, I don't know. It's so frustrating. I thought, have I been muted? Or did I just accidentally hit that? Oh my God. It's frustrating. Thank you, Kelly. I wasn't muted? Okay. because I was talking. Oh, you guys both sent it. Awesome. Thank you. So she said, we have asked the police department to carry Quinton to his final resting place. What? Huh. So they must have, made them aware a few days before. I did not lips. We heard the rant. Okay. Oh my God. This is so frustrating. Today. He was found on Friday, but this happened today. Lips. Like, no, I did not. I'm just sitting here going off, and then I was like, wait a minute. Because I accidentally clicked mute. Yeah. Okay, let me keep playing this. I like this guy too, but yeah, Chief Hadley, you can tell this. Can you imagine the toll this would take on you emotionally? Look at us. We're just watching from our computers at home, getting online, talking to each other about it. And think about how it emotionally affects us. Imagine if you're like the police working on the case. And I don't know. But yeah, they're doing a good job. I've seen other places do a lot worse.
The FBI, along with our law enforcement partners, will continue to find justice for Quinton. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll appreciate that. And we'll try to answer some questions that you may have. Just be mindful that there's many we may not be able to answer, but we'll be willing to take some questions at this time.
You guys found bones in the landfill? Is that?
We found human remains. Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe the point that Quinton was put in that dumpster? Do you believe that he was alive then or had died before he was in the dumpster and had made it to the landfill?
Could you? I didn't hear the first part. I'm sorry.
Do you believe that Quinton Simon was alive when he was in the landfill? Do you believe he died before he was put in that dumpster?
I can't answer that question.
Look here, on my channel, you can agree or disagree with me or anybody. You can literally not like me at all and come in here and talk about this. But we got to keep it respectful to everybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you like them or don't or agree with them or not. That's just the way it is. Just because we have people from all over that, feel all different sorts of ways, and we all have that right to feel that way, but we have to be able to coexist together and kind of so we can do this, like hang out and talk about the cases. But when you start, I don't know, let's just try to keep
Charged Leilani with murder. Can you speak on whether you think it was accidental or intentional?
I can't speak to that.
Can you talk a little bit about what evidence you all confirmed or learned on Friday that you all can go ahead and make that arrest specifically for today versus earlier on?
Well, as we had said from the beginning with the landfill, we had every belief that Quinton was there in the landfill. Having found what we found on Friday and the preliminary findings from the FBI that we got today led us to make an arrest today. We feel that we have a very strong case. We have put thousands of hours into this, and we believed that this was the right move today to be able to do that. She doesn't deserve a Thanksgiving, quite frankly, if I can go off script a little bit. Quinton deserves that.
You said that you didn't believe any other arrests would be made, or you
Wow, you guys. That's sad. She sure the hell don't. That's sad. Oh my God. Yep, absolutely, Margot. We totally do. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Ava. Thank you, Parker. I love you guys. I really do. And I don't, you don't got to agree with me. Like I usually have friends from all over. I've always been like that. In high school, like I would be friends with everybody. And I don't know. I just think that we can like focus on the good at times and not, and like leave the rest, especially when it's something like this. Like this is really important, and it goes a lot further than like a lot of the, you know. Can you imagine the joy they felt finally arresting her? Well, there's another news clip I have, and it shows her going in. We'll get through this, and I'll quit talking. And oh my God, it's, you can't see her face though. She has like the hood pulled up over her head. Okay.
You guys looking into Billy Joe at all?
We are not.
And so you, just to confirm, kind of clarify that you all were looking to find some sort of remains from the body to go ahead and move forward with the arrest.
That's correct.
Chief, would the charges have been the same in this case had you not made that discovery on Friday? Say if this case had continued, the search found nothing in the landfill, would you still have been able to make a case for Quinton to have justice, or how significant was this find?
Well, it was very significant, obviously, for obvious reasons. We do believe we had a strong case otherwise, but that would have been in counsel with the Chatham County District Attorney's Office. But we believe we had a strong case otherwise.
You've certainly been very personal about this, and you said at that landfill that day with the preacher behind you, you said, we want to make sure we bring Quinton home and we give him a final place of rest. You wanted him to be able to make sure he wasn't in that dump. On Friday, how personal was that find for you?
Well, it was very personal, quite frankly. I mean, there's a lot of aspects to that. I mean, knowing the hard work that went into this investigation, everybody, not just Chatham County Police Department, but everybody that chipped in, the FBI, GBI, DNR, Chatham County Sheriff's Office, the civilians, you name it, from A to Z, we were 100% committed to bringing justice for Quinton and to appreciate the amount of human effort, the amount of human emotion that goes into a case like this, and to appreciate, hopefully, that this comes to a conclusion in terms of a conviction and things of that nature. You know, you have a lot of emotions about that. You also have a lot of emotions as just a general human being, as a person who has children. You see the impact that has on people. So if you step back and take a moment to kind of absorb that, I think that if you didn't have any feelings about that, you might have to ask yourself a few questions.
Like what evidence collected outside of the search in the landfill, the remains that you guys found on Friday? Is there any evidence you guys found in the searches you guys did of the pool, cell phones, or computers, or anything that also led to the arrest?
I can't answer that.
Has Leilani's status as a flight risk changed, or did it change prior to the arrest?
No.
Chief, you say this is preliminary. What, you would assume there isn't other human remains in that landfill, but until you get it fully 100% confirmed that these are Quinton's remains, what makes you confident to make the arrest today?
I can't get into the high level of detail, but just on some of the preliminary information that we got from the FBI, we have a high level of confidence that those are Quinton's remains. And we felt that we needed to make the arrest today because that was the right thing to do.
When you say human remains, what kind of remains are we talking when you say human remains? Any more specific details about?
No, ma'am. Go ahead, bro.
Chief, this case has been one that has made national news. There's been a lot of pressure against you personally with your name out of the mouth of protesters, out of the mouth of people in the community. You've gotten a lot of pressure about making this arrest. Standing here today and knowing that you have this key piece of evidence, as you just said, what kind of message do you send to the community? For the people, A, that had your back, that said, yes, we're going to wait on the police to do this. And then to the people who said this arrest should have happened almost 50 days ago.
Well, you know, I didn't honestly feel a lot of pressure, quite frankly, only because I believe that our investigative process, the expertise that we were seeking that was around us.
That right there is the definition of unbothered, though. He's like, no, I didn't have any pressure from them. And welcome, Vicky. Thank you for joining. I know, Scoos, me too. It was said the police told her he was intact. I'm curious about that. Was that on when she was on Shares? I totally missed that, but I'm gonna watch it as soon as, like, later tonight. Okay.
You know, having a little bit of experience, you know, in this profession, I understood people's perspective. I understood that, you know, some people had their own strong feelings about when an arrest should be made and things that were going on. But we stayed focused on what we know and what we know how to do. And in conjunction with the FBI, we stayed the course. And so to those folks that supported us, to the citizens that believed in us and believed in our department, I thank you. And for those that had questions, that's their right to do so. This is America. You can have all the opinions you want, but you know, I'm just so proud of our team and where we're at today.
As far as today's conclusion, do you feel like there's a sense of relief as far as you all officers, FBI agents, to come to an arrest to go ahead and move forward with this case?
Sure there is. You know, I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say that there was, you know, some weight lifted off of the organization and particularly those detectives and investigators who were completely and 100% committed to seeking justice for Quinton. So there is a little bit of relief, but be mindful, there's still a lot of work to do. And they're dedicated to doing that. And we want to see this to successful prosecution.
I got it. Is the landfill search over?
We haven't made that decision yet. That's a decision point that we'll come to once we're able to get some more analysis done. And we'll confer with the FBI and see what the best course of action is.
And Leilani is also charged with making false statements. What false statements did she make?
I can't get into that.
Is she cooperating with police right now? Is Leilani cooperating with police?
She's at the Chatham County Detention Center right now.
And so I want to go back to the initial question that I asked about whether or not you guys found bones in the landfill. Because Mr. Parker said bones and you said human remains. Which one?
Well, human remains. Some of that are some of them are human bones, and some other evidentiary matters.
And as far as the bond, is there do you all have any updates as to when that will be the bond hearing? When that will be?
I do not have that confirmed. I do believe it'll take place tomorrow. Chatham County Detention Center right now.
And so I want to go back to the initial question that I asked about whether or not you guys found bones in the landfill. Because Mr. Parker said bones and you said human remains. Which one?
Well, human remains. Some of that are some of them are human bones, and some other evidentiary matters.
And as far as the bond, is there do you all have any updates as to when that will be the bond hearing? When that will be?
I do not have that confirmed. I do believe it'll take place tomorrow, but I don't have any time or any confirmation on that. We did, you know, take her to the detention center rather late in the day, so I'm sure that information will come out pretty soon.
Leilani made a statement to me that she would turn herself in. Was there any talk of giving her that opportunity?
No. Right.
Chief, you said in the beginning that when we're at the landfill, you said that there was a very specific dumpster that this child was put in. Can you just give us the location of that? How far this was from the house where Quinton was last seen?
I can't give you that information.
I just have one more question. Can you just give
Last
us
question.
An estimate on how long this analysis could take of what you guys found?
It could take up to a week. And I have one last comment, and I want to thank you guys. Because just like sometimes law enforcement gets the short end of the stick, you guys get the short end of the stick too. And you guys have been amazing, our local media throughout this. You've been fair, you've been direct, you've asked good questions, and you've, you know, given us some deference when we needed some deference. And so I just wanted to say thank you.
Wow. Okay, that was sweet though at the end. I don't know who's defending her, Cotton Eye Joe. We're not even talking about that right now. Yes, I cried this morning because of this. Oh. She was asked to stall and took her to the FBI knowing she would be arrested. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Happy Hippie, by the way. I think that was, we were muted when I got that. Or, yeah. So thank you so much for that super sticker. I appreciate that. True, Shannon. Okay, so I want to show you guys one more video that I found I thought it was good. And, yeah, it shows her going into the jail. Oh, not here, I see. Yeah, we're not. Yeah. Let's just keep on with what we're watching because this next video is pretty good and we can watch her go in. And I think we can, I don't know, I just get angry watching it. But I got at least a little bit of satisfaction knowing, you know what? She probably may never walk out of there. You know, most likely and hopefully. So. Okay, ain't that the damn truth, girl? You guys, I'm so happy you guys are hanging out with me. I love it. It's been really fun. I got to go pee real fast while this plays. But yeah, you're really sweet and you make my whole entire day. You mean the world to me.
I'm so excited to announce that local.
Well, WTOC continues to follow the breaking news in Chatham County, where the mother of the toddler, Quinton Simon, who went missing a month ago, has been arrested. Police holding a news conference just moments ago, sharing with us the heartbreaking news that human remains were found, believed to be that of 1-year-old Quinton. Our Shay Schrader was there, and she joins us live with a recap of what we know. Shay?
We know that Quinton was first reported missing almost 7 weeks ago, and today his mother, Leilani Simon, who has been the sole suspect in his disappearance and death, has been arrested and charged with several things, including murder, false report of a crime, false statements, and concealing of another. So 4 fairly major charges there. Will Clark with the FBI said that in the landfill search on Friday, the FBI recovered what they believe to be human remains, though that is yet to be confirmed by testing, but they do have good reason to believe that that is human remains. And then if they are, there will be a DNA analysis to check and make sure that those are indeed Quinton's remains. Leilani was arrested earlier this afternoon and booked into the Chatham County Detention Center. I saw her being brought in. She was brought in a police car with a black vehicle behind her. She was in a hoodie with her hood pulled up over her head as she walked into the detention center. We're not exactly sure yet when that bond hearing is going to be, but this all comes just days before the holidays. And a couple weeks ago, I spoke to Leilani personally, and she told me that if there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, I'm raging inside all over again. I had my phone with me. I brought it into the bathroom so I could hear it and make sure it was still playing. And Parker, I don't know. I don't think it was accidental because malice murder means there was some kind of ill intent. That said it doesn't have to be premeditated necessarily, but there has to be some sort of evil or ill intent. So, to me, like for instance, in the Ahmaud Arbery case, where he's run the jogger that was shot by the guys in the truck. It's like they didn't they didn't know he was going to be there, so they didn't plan it, but they took advantage of the situation. I think they were charged with that. Because where I found the definition of malice murder, that was the case that was listed. Hey, Bree. Yeah, I saw it. Oh, wow, Lori. No, that's okay, Lady V. That's absolutely okay. You guys, I understand. So yeah, I think that if you guys are aware of that case and you kind of, that means, and those guys were evil. They were full of hate and rage, and they went way too far. So if you take that and place it in this, like if she was full of some kind of rage, I don't know, something happened, and that, I think if she's charged with malice murder, and we think of it like that, and you think of like those guys who were, you get what I mean? They're all, yes, they were hateful, they were angry, the opportunity presented itself, and and I believe they took it too far, and I think she's probably done something like that. I don't know if the kids made her mad, or I don't really know, but I don't think it was accidental. And I think they've got to have some evidence to say he's been in there a long time. They don't have an autopsy done or anything. So these charges I don't think they're necessarily based on the condition of him or what they've learned from finding him. So they have to have other evidence, right? Hey, crazy mama. Mystery meat. Yes, she will. What do you think, what do you think, Parker, that happened? What do you, all of you guys think? Bree, they said they got confirmation it was human remains, and they were waiting on DNA. That's what they said in the press conference, but I don't know. I'm going to rewind just a second. I just want to watch this last part as she goes in. This was a good video. Well, Nanny, he was asked if they planned on arresting her or anyone else, and he said no. So I don't know. Now, remember, they did that luminol testing because they blocked out the windows and stuff. Do you think Danny knew? I do. I really do. How could he not? That's why he bounced. He was like, oh my God, I didn't have any part in that, and I'm not getting wrapped up in it. Bye. I really do. How could he not? How could he not? But then again, why isn't he being charged if he knew? So I don't know. I don't know, Gravity. It's possible, and especially depending on what kind of stuff was found. Also, like maybe blankets or clothing or anything like that. You think she told him after the fact? Huh. He's made a deal. Possibly. Hey, Trulia. Not an accident. Sing like a canary. He could have flipped. Luana, yes, they did. They found him Friday, but they confirmed what they said. They found what appeared to be the human remains of a toddler, of a 2-year-old, and today they confirmed it was human remains. So they're still waiting on the DNA. But they have, what was the quote? Every reason to believe that it's Quinton, which means there's got to be something else, like with him, or right? Truly, I bet you he will, and I cannot wait to see that. Hey, Mama Fee, nice to meet you. I don't know, Kellyanne. I hope she smeared DNA all over that. He might have flipped, and they were truly waiting, knowing they'd find his remains in there, and waited for that to absolutely make her charges stick. Yep, I bet you. I agree. I think that they knew and they were just waiting on the last and trying to find him. They were not giving up, and just, I believe if they wouldn't have found him, she still would have been charged. I just think that it would have taken longer. I think he'll be a witness. It's possible they've done a video or some evidence of Quinton alive when Danny leaves or something. That's true. There's a reason, because he said they don't plan on arresting anybody else. Yep, exactly. Okay, let me rewind this just a sec. Let me see.
There was any evidence into the detention center. We're not exactly sure that those are indeed Quinton's remains. Leilani was arrested earlier this afternoon and booked into the Chatham County Detention Center. I saw her being brought in. She was brought in a police car with a black vehicle behind her. She was in a hoodie with her hood pulled up over her head as she walked into the detention center. We're not exactly sure yet when that bond hearing.
I just remember her. You know, when the protesters were out there and stuff, and she was, and I do have the interview pulled up of her I'm going to show before we leave that I want you guys to see. But I hope, surely to God, she didn't think that she'd get away with this. And thank God she's not.
Hearing is going to be, but this all comes just days before the holidays. And a couple weeks ago, I spoke to Leilani personally, and she told me that if there was any evidence that suggests that she had anything to do with Quinton's death and disappearance, that she would turn herself in. Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley said that she was not given that opportunity.
We have put thousands of hours into this, and we believed that this was the right move today to be able to do that. She doesn't deserve a Thanksgiving, quite frankly, if I can go off script a little bit. Quinton deserves that.
It's yet to be determined whether the landfill search is over or not. So there is potential that the landfill search could continue. We're just not exactly sure at this point, but we will, of course, keep you updated as we learn any new developments. Live in Chatham County, Shay Schrader, WTOC News.
All right. Thank you, Shay. Alyssa Jackson, going back out to the neighborhood to speak with neighbors before this news conference. She joins us now live with more about what they had to say about the arrest. Alyssa?
Hey, Mike, as you can imagine, the neighborhood feeling a lot today. They have been involved in this since the search started, since baby Quinton was reported missing. And as Will Clark with the FBI said, this is heartbreaking for everyone. And I talked to a neighbor who lives just doors down from the baby's house who said she's been watching this. She's been waiting for some action to be taken. She's been waiting for someone to be held responsible. So she just voiced to me how emotional today is for her and how she's happy that this is finally moving forward.
I was happy. I'm glad that they've arrested her. It's just been heartbreaking. And this is the best news that has come out of this situation. I still cry. I said, I can think of him, they'll show a picture of him on TV, and I'll cry. It happened right around my birthday. I told people that was the most miserable birthday I've ever had.
Now, as the Chatham County Police Department mentioned earlier, millions of people have been watching this from the start. So just as you guys saw moments ago, Chief Hadley getting emotional, so many people are emotional watching this unfold. Obviously, there is no good outcome to this case, but we were told that Leilani Simon will have her first appearance tomorrow in court. We'll be watching that as it develops. Live at the Chatham County Police Department, Alyssa Jackson, WTOC News.
Again, you can find everything we know about this case on our
I hope they show her hearing. I really, really do. Oh, thank you, Midwest Nice. Yeah, I just like to keep it about the true crime. Okay, so holy moly. And Brittany, you had mentioned that clip. I tried to find it and I couldn't, but I did find a news clip. Let me show you. And yes, I'm so happy to have you too. I totally agree. Thank you guys for being here. It means the world to me. I don't just say that. I say it because I really do mean it. You turned my whole day around. When I sit down here, I was just feeling so defeated, so tired, exhausted, been moving all day. Then you hear this news and angry and sad. And at least now, like, I don't know, it makes it like, I don't know, it makes it better and somewhat, and yeah, I just really appreciate you guys so much. Okay. I'm going to pull up that last video, which is her interview with her mom. Remember when Billy
This Thanksgiving
couldn't look at her? That one. Let me turn that off. Hey, Boo Boo Kitty. Oh, I hope you feel better. Hey, Sky. Oh, I was the same way. I was looking for and see what was on YouTube too. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to a specific part in this, so I want to get like right here. Oh. And then watch this. After knowing what we know now, and listen to her.
That goes by is less tears and more anger, not knowing what's happening, if that's even understandable. You wake up every day angry, hoping that you're going to get a phone call, and that phone call just doesn't come.
CCPD and the FBI haven't released many details in the case and haven't said why they believe Quinton is in a landfill. Police say they're doing that to preserve any potential court cases down the line. Leilani and Billy tell me that they get their new information about the case from watching the news and that they feel all they can do now is hope.
We want something great to come out of this, but mostly we want him not to be found in that landfill. We want him found happy and alive. We want him back in our arms, holding us. That's what we want. We're just hoping that he's in somebody's house and they're feeding him, and we're hoping that, maybe they wanted a baby or couldn't have a baby.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. Exactly, Parker. Unbelievable. How dare you? Oh my God, you guys. I smacked the little tub. Like, this is on one of those boxes right now. My computer's sitting on one of those like Tupperware boxes, the big ones, the big plastic tubs. Probably was super loud, so sorry about that. Brittany, I thought the exact same thing. The exact same thing. The like fake emotions, the just obvious lying. Yes. Just like, oh yes, exactly. Just like Megan Boswell. Oh my God. Nacho Mom. So Leilani has been arrested for Quinton's murder, and they said that they found human remains they do believe are his. They have every reason to believe that was their quote, that they were his. I have no idea. They do not, crazy mama. That is true. Let me go back just a second. The nerve of this girl. I cannot. I'm going to be watching the other things too. Wasn't there a couple of them? Not on live. Like, I'll probably let you guys go after this, but later. Remember that she did a statement that was written down? I'd like to look at that again. And then she, said several times that she'd go straight to the police station and that kind of thing. And she was mad they weren't searching through the weekend. They could have done shifts and all kinds of stuff like that.
Happy and alive. We want him back in our arms, holding us. That's what we want. We're just hoping that he's in somebody's house and they're feeding him, and we're hoping that, maybe they wanted a baby or couldn't have a baby. Maybe not. That's their whole. Maybe they wanted a baby or couldn't have a baby.
Like, is this imaginary make-believe story time? Oh my God. Maybe they wanted a baby or couldn't have a baby. Like oh, you guys. Hey, Wolfie. Oh my God. Oh, Lori. Holy. That's what I feel like. I'm like, are you serious? Boo boo. Yes, I agree. Yep. Laying out there all alone. How evil. Absolutely evil. Little 2-year-old baby. Maybe they wanted a baby or couldn't have a baby. I didn't like that then, but now knowing this for certain, that just feels, it doesn't feel right, man.
Maybe they thought they were his savior.
Oh shoot, let me mute.
Not.
Oh my God.
That's their best hopes.
I have to mute or it's going to echo.
We're just hoping that he's in somebody's house and they're feeding him, and we're hoping that, maybe they wanted a baby or couldn't have a baby. Maybe they thought they were his savior. But it's not. That's their best hopes at this point.
Chatham County Police say they have no reason to believe that Quinton was abducted or kidnapped, and they have evidence that suggests he was placed in a dumpster and that his remains are in the landfill that they're currently searching. Leilani Simon hasn't been charged with anything at this time, but police say she is the only suspect in her son's disappearance. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Live in Chatham County, Shay Schrader,
We all said all along, though, that you could obviously tell that Billy Joe was grieving and going through that process, but Leilani just felt cold the whole time. You guys remember, like, after that protest, I remember us talking about it. She was just so, I don't know, not the way you would expect. Not at all. I'm telling you, just like that little boy Trenton, his dad was like, or no, Bentley was his name. His dad said that he had not went to work, went home and slept, nothing since his son went missing like 2 days before. He was searching the whole time. He's like, I couldn't, not knowing my son was out there somewhere. And that's, even though they tell you not to, I don't know. It was just nice to see that. Pokey poke. It's not a place to grieve. No, it's not, Parker. I 100% agree. Well, you guys, just a bit. He was beautiful. He was absolutely perfect, And there's so many people who would give anything to have the opportunity to have a baby like him. I know people. Shoot, I would. I would take him in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? Same thing with like Summer or any of these babies. Like, and there's so many people who would. Ugh, sad. But you know what? Just thankfully he was found, because there were a lot of people who had worked at the same exact places as like professionally, and who thought it would be damn near impossible to find him. So I know, me too, Parker. Oh my God, they didn't just call him names. They accused Hadley of being into prostitution and all kinds of other stuff. And then they come back the next day and we're like, yeah, it wasn't true. We looked into it. It wasn't true. Like, you think? I looked into it too, and I could see that it wasn't true. Hey, Jane Doe. All right, you guys. I am going to let you guys go. I have Bentley and Trenton in there, and then my little niece, and we're moving, and yeah, and I have got to get some rest. I am tired. But yeah, I love you guys, and thank you for being here and hanging out with me, and yeah, talking about this, and we will definitely keep up with it, and I'll let you guys know what I know. I always share like everything. Hey, Punksy, I haven't seen you in here since the beginning. I always share everything, like updates on the community tab. I actually saw there looked like there was a really good show from Law and Crime about the Moscow murders that came out tonight. Oh, thank you, Britt. I love you too. And yeah, I love all you guys to pieces. And I hope you guys have a great night. Hey, Lynn, have a good night, Rainbow Mom. All right. Thank you, Violet. Thank you all. I really love and appreciate you. Thank you to my mods. And yeah, thank you to my chat. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Bye. It's a have to kind of thing.